Hey, and welcome to lesson number 5. Today we are going to look at some grammar thing, and that is nouns in Danish, which is super important and it differs from English, so you definitely need to pay attention to this one. Now, you might already know that we have some nouns that are with in and some are with it. Right? The article is different. You could say it's like a and an in English, but actually it's harder because it's more arbitrary, meaning it could be one, it could be the other, there's no way of telling. The good news is that most of the nouns do have in, so if you are in doubt, use in. But anyway, first let me give you some examples of nouns that have in as the article. Lampe, lamp. En lampe, a lamp or one lamp. Okay? But what if we say all of them, like one lamp, the lamp, more lamps, all the lamps? Then we would say en lampe, lampen. Right? Lampen is the lamp. En lampe, lampen. Flere lamper, more lamps. Alle lamperne. And this is much easier to understand if you follow the notes. Right? So en lampe is one lamp, and lampen is the lamp. And notice how in many languages they have like the or la in Spanish, but we don't do that. We just take the in and we put it at the end of the word. Right? So it's actually quite easy. En lampe becomes lampen. Then we have flere lamper, which is more lamps. You don't have to say flere more every time. It's just to illustrate. Lamper, lamps. Right? That is plural. So we have lampe, that's the normal form. Then we add an R. And I cannot say we do this with all nouns, but we do it a lot. Many nouns that end with E have an R in the plural form. Okay? So lampe becomes lamper. Then we have alle lamperne. Alle lamperne is all the lamps. Again, alle is just something I put to illustrate. So lamper is lamps. You know that, right? Flere lamper. Then if we want to say the lamps, then it's alle lamperne. Lamperne, we add the ne. Okay? It's very common to add the ne, if not every time, to illustrate that it's like the, but in plural. Okay? Definitive plural form is also called. Alle lamperne. Okay, it's a little technical, but rewatch if you need to. I'm gonna give you some more examples. The next one is also en, and that is en person, personen, flere personer, alle personerne. And you probably already got that. One person, the person, more people or more persons, and all the persons. Right? So it's the same. Person, personen, personer, personerne. So that's actually quite easy. Now we also got to look at it, some nouns that have the it article. And that is, for example, hus, house. Right? So I could say it hus, one house or a house. Right? It hus, which becomes huset. Right? Huset, I took the it and I put it at the end of the word, huset, the house. Et hus, huset, flere huse, alle husene. Right? Again, et hus, huset, flere huse, alle husene. So it's quite logical. Another one with it. Et dyr, and dyr means animal. Et dyr, dyret or dyret, flere dyr, alle dyrene. So an animal and the animal and more animals and all the animals. This one is a bit different though, because in the plural form it doesn't change, it doesn't conjugate really, but the same rule still applies with it at the end and dyrene. Right? You add the ne or the ene to make it the in plural. Yeah, we do have some nouns that act a little differently also in the plural form. Like this one, ting, like thing. En ting, a thing. Okay, that's easy. Tingen, okay, the thing. En ting, tingen, a thing, the thing. But then we say flere ting, like not tinge, not tinger, but just ting. So it doesn't change. And how will you know? Well, there's just a lot of memorization work to do here. So yeah, suck it up. That's all I can tell you. Okay? Flere ting. And then alle tingene, all of the things. Okay? Then of course we have some that are more irregular, like in other languages, like in English we have man and men, or goose, a geese or something, and we also have that. So man is man. Like, en mand, one man. Manden, the man. Flere mænd, more men. Alle mændene. Again, check the notes. Alle mændene, all the men. So that's pretty important. Og den næste, en and, a duck, and I don't mean woof woof, I mean a dog, don't duck. En and, a duck, anden, the dog. Flere ender, look at the spelling. Ender, ducks. Alle enderne, all the ducks. Flere ender, alle enderne. So it's also a bit strange, but pay attention that there's like three groups at least. So yeah, that is the main thing for this kind of, for this point that I'm making. But, you know, sometimes you want to say that or it. So if you want to say like that thing, then you would say den ting. Like, den. So den is with nouns that have en. Like, en man, den man. A man, that man. Amen. Den ting, that thing. You could say denne ting, denne ting, this thing. Denne is like this. Den der, den der, den der is like that one there. So it's not wrong. Well, it's grammatically wrong. You're not supposed to write it in an exam. But in normal conversation you could say it, because Danish people say it all the time. So den der, because der is there. Or den her, this one here. That's how we talk, but don't write like that. And then the last one, if you have plural, like these, you could say disse, disse, these things, disse ting. Very good. Now, if it's a noun that has it, then it could be det bord, bord, table. Det bord, that table. Dette bord, dette, kind of depends how you want to pronounce it. Dette bord, this table. Det her bord, det her bord. Again, the unofficial, this table, dette bord. Det der bord, det der bord. That table, there, so like pointing away from you. And disse bord, disse bord. These tables. Right? Makes sense. So remember, den goes with en, and det goes with it. Right? Det store hoved, the big head. Den lille mand, the small man. Right? It's quite logical. And yeah, as I just said, man. Now we're gonna look at it with adjectives, because that can also change. Now I'm gonna make another video for you about adjectives specifically, but still I'm gonna tell you a little bit now. En stor mand, en stor man, a big man. Right? So okay, that's easy. But if it's a noun that has it and not en, then the adjective stor, meaning big, gets a T. Again, check the notes. Right? So en stor man, a big man. Right? Then we have house, which is hus. So it's stort hus, a big house. Right? And that's very important, that the it has a T in the adjective, and the E and the en doesn't have that. Right? And the standard dictionary form is like en. That's what you see in the dictionary. And if it's, you know, den, like we had before, den like that, or in this case, the. Right? Den store man, the big man. Right? So we do have something like in English, like the, but that's only if there's an adjective in between. Like I can say den store man, the big man. Right? So that works pretty well. Den store man, the big man. Oh, notice how I also put an E to the adjective. But again, that's for the adjectives video. So yeah, and that would also be det store hus. Right? Det store hus, the big house. And it has to match all the way. So when there's an adjective between, or when there's an adjective, something that describes the noun, the thing, then you have to say det or den before. Like den store mand, the big man, det store hus, the big house. I think you get the idea. If you just want to make it a sentence, like something that is, you could say manden stor. Manden stor. The man is big. Right? Because then we start with the man, not the big man, but the man is big. It might sound confusing, but that's how we do it. Manden stor. The man is big. Or huset stort. Huset stort. The house is big. Alright, that's all for now. Today it was just nouns and it might be a little hard, so rewatch it and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Learn Danish with Thomas, because there are so many videos for you, 130 or something. So, thank you for watching and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace!